Welcome to the Emerson Actuation Technologies CPQ product sizing tool. To access the product sizing tool, once you have logged in to emerson.com, click on My Emerson account. A menu will be shown on the left-hand side with all the available features that are included under your sign-in. Click on Tools. You will see all the tools available under your sign-in here on this screen. Under CPQ Cloud, this is the Actuation Technologies Product Advisor tool, which will allow you to size our available products. Click on Access Tool. You will now be asked for your email address. Enter your email address and click Next. This is the screen for the Actuation Product Advisor. This tool will allow you to size or configure our products. To size a product, use the menu on the left-hand side of the screen. Here, you will answer questions which will allow you to select the applicable products. First, select the actuator brand, the applicable power source, the applicable actuator type, and the actuator action that you need to size: spring return clockwise, spring return counterclockwise, or double acting. Then click Custom Sizing. You will now see the screen where you can enter the sizing information. Click here to change the units of measure to be used for sizing. You can choose between imperial or metric. You are also able to change the units of measure manually. You can now start to enter your information. Fields marked with the red asterisks are mandatory fields. If you know at least the valve brake torque to open, you can enter that. If you know the other 6 values, you can enter those as well. If you do not know what these values are, or do not have that information, you can select valve type and our assumptions will be entered for the other 6 torques. If you have them asked, you can also enter that information. You can also specify the safety factor. By default, it is a factor of 1, which means that no safety factor will be added. However, if you wish to add an additional factor, you can do this by entering an amount. For example, you can enter 1.25 for a 25% safety factor. By default, this value will be copied to all the other 6 valve torques. You can also individually change valve torques for one field at a time. Under Dynamic Torque, if you click the down arrow, if you have torques at different locations of travel, you can enter that information here. You have up to 3 options. You can enter the valve position, the safety factor, and the actual torque. You can enter up to 3 values, either open or close, or a combination. If you do not have dynamic torques, you do not need to open this section. Now, choose the products you wish to select. These values have been changed by the options you selected up here. In this case, we selected Bettis, so only Bettis products are shown. You can enter one product to select, or you can select multiple versions. Here, if you select the G series, additional questions will appear, such as do you want high pressure? This will mean the Bettis GH product range. You can select the type of yoke, whether it's symmetrical or canted, and the flange type, whether it is an imperial actuator or a metric actuator. You can also select your sizing option. By default, this will be commercial, which means it will size the actuator with the lowest list price. When finished, press the Size button. The system will display the sizing options for the products you have selected on the left. Each option shown will display a picture of the actuator, plus the model string and the list price. When you click on Line Details, you will see some engineering information for that actuator, the valve torques that have been used, and the actuator torques that have been calculated, plus the actual safety factor between these 2 values at all 6 torques. It will also display the AMT at the min and max values, and you can see that for each of the lines sized. When you have decided which actuator you wish to add to your shopping list, click Add to List. The list will now be shown by line item, including the model string. You can also remove a line or increase the quantity. It will display a base list price and a total price. You can also add a tag number, if it is applicable, and click Save when done. If you've entered a tag number, a green check will indicate that you've entered some information. If you want to add a new line to size, just click on the Home button. You will return to the previous section where you filled in the product information. You can now size a second line and add that to your shopping list. Once you have completed all the lines you want to add to your shopping list, you can print a submittal. By clicking the Print Submittal button, you're able to download the documents you need for your inquiry. You can download a pricing summary, which is in Excel format, a technical summary, and the sizing summary, which will contain the actuator plus valve torques that have been entered. Once you have selected the options you want, click the Submit button. The information you requested will now be downloaded to your computer as a zip file. Once the zip file is finished downloading, you can click on it to extract that information onto your computer. You can then view that information from the location to which the files were extracted. The torque summary document will show your line item, your model string, the sizing information you used, the engineering data, the valve torques you entered, the actuator torques that have been calculated, the actual safety factor between those two values, and the AMT at min and at max pressure. As well as that document, you can download a pricing summary, which shows the line items you've sized, the quantity, a tag number if you entered one, and the model string, list price, and extended list price. The other option is to download a torque summary or a technical document, which will display the products you have sized. This will list your address, some marketing information for that product, and a scope of supply with a list price. And that is how to use our CPQ cloud system to be able to size our product range. Thank you.